let's move on now to the Baltimore Ravens in our key player series and break down why Odell Beckham is going to bring something to the Ravens offense that they have not experienced in a really long time, and why they need for him to be extremely successful if they want to advance farther into the playoffs, maybe even win the AFC North. But before we do that, if you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you can get notified when new Ravens content gets released. Brian and I, we have a bunch more content coming out during training camp and preseason of the Baltimore Ravens. And once the season starts as well, we will have weekly videos breaking down why the Ravens will or will not win that week. So if you want to see those videos, see why, if we are right or wrong, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. It's the easiest way to get notified when new content is released. And Ryan, Odell Beckham Jr.
Let's do it.
What a career. He has had here. He does have a Super Bowl ring now, which is good, well-deserved, a lot of talent and athleticism. But now he gets to go play with Lamar Jackson, and he is – how old is he now? He's
31, I believe.
Okay, so he's coming up. He's coming up here. I'll just say this. What a horrible time to tear your ACL. It was in February.
Oh, yeah, February. Going into your 30-year-old season.
In a contract year. So yeah. I'm glad to see that he's back. I hope he is the guy that we all remember him as, because you saw him in that Rams offense. Absolutely explosive. I mean, that offense was unstoppable. And so they had a better offensive line. But then him and Cooper Kupp, I mean, you couldn't guard both. It was like, which guy's going to be getting 150 yards on this team?
Yeah.
And you see how athletic he is, and you see the talent that is also in that receiver room, good young talent. And we all know what Lamar Jackson can do. If he is the guy that we all can remember him as, or even just 75%, so to say, this offense could be scary. Because even then, we're looking at the stats last year. The Ravens did not have a single receiver or catcher that was over 850 yards. Mark Andrews had the most with 847 yards and 73 catches and 5 touchdowns. The highest receiver was Demarcus Robinson with 48 catches, 458 yards. Like, that's atrocious.
That is abysmal.
Modern day NFL.
Yeah.
Yes, they do run the ball a lot, but I got to be honest. I don't trust J.K. Dobbins. I don't trust who else do they have that's on this team here? Gus Edwards or Justice Hill. Maybe as a committee they can get 1,200, 1,300 yards, but a lot of the running is going to be from Lamar Jackson.
And that group has been extremely injured the last couple seasons.
Oh yeah, including Lamar. So getting a veteran receiver like this and hopefully help improve on the young talent. They just got Zay Flowers. I hope that this helps out with this offense, because this could be a very fun, explosive offense to watch. Because there's something too about the style that they normally play football, which is just smash mouth, run over the opponent, that I like. That's what the Falcons do, and I like that. But that being said, though, to win in today's NFL, what the Ravens were struggling with was you got to be able to throw. You got to be able to throw for 4,000, 4,500 yards. Like at minimum.
Yeah. No, and I think you look at the Ravens last year, they had a really good game in Miami offensively, put up a bunch of points. But then after that game, I think Rashad Bateman started getting a little bit more injured and missed a large part of last season. Or if he was on the field, was not at full strength. And so I think adding Odell Beckham not only adds depth there, but it also adds a layer of security that I think if they can keep all those guys healthy, then this offense could be extremely potent, right? And then I think you factor in the running ability of Lamar Jackson, and that's really hard to defend when you're dealing with elite wide receivers on the outside. So, and then I think you also couple in the drafting of Zay Flowers, and that is a pretty dynamic trio of guys. So, with that all being said, if Odell Beckham doesn't stay healthy, I do struggle a little bit to see this offense being as effective as it could be, because Rashad Bateman has yet to prove what he's truly capable of. There are a lot of questions about Zay Flowers coming out of Boston College and how good is he actually, right? So that to me, I think is an interesting thing to watch here. But if he can come back and be that 1,000-yard receiver, so what was that, 2021? he only had 537 yards, but I think he had a really effective postseason as well that year. I think he also only played like half the year with the Rams. He was on Cleveland, but not active.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really good year for Odell Beckham, I think, if he can stay healthy.
Yeah. Well, and that's what just to get to 1,000 yards. With the 17-game season, just a little bit over. I'm not sure off the top of my head. 50 yards is about 60 yards a game or something like that. Here, let me check that out.
Yeah,
which I think
something like maybe 80. No, it's only like 60 because there's 17 games now.
Yeah. Just shy 58.82, so 59 yards a game. And I think with the way that they run the offense, and also too, just looking at there's not too many other guys that he's really competing with. I don't know. Rashad, Zay, Mark Andrews. Now there's going to be some work, I'm sure, but I think he's going to get a lot of targets this year. That's why I think he can be a 1,000-yard receiver. I think him and Lamar can get on the same page, and because they both, I think, do really well in kind of the improvisation of trying to get open and downfield.
And Lamar has already said that he wants to throw the ball more this year. Greg Roman is no longer the offensive coordinator there. So that's going to be a really interesting thing to watch. And I think Odell Beckham could, I guess, re-break out for the Baltimore Ravens here in 2023. So let's go ahead and wrap up this episode for the Baltimore Ravens and Odell Beckham in our key player series. If you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment down below on what you think of the Odell Beckham signing. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Think he's going to be what he was a couple years ago? Do you think he's washed up? Let us know down below. Other than that, we will see you guys next time.